Hey, welcome back to Social Equity, the podcast. I'm so glad you're here. My name's Cynthia Splino. If you haven't tuned in before, this podcast is all about building your dream business, growing on social media, and hacking your mindset to be the very best you that you can be. I have been on such a journey, and when I step back and I look at what I've accomplished in the past, while it's end of May right now, and I left my ex-boyfriend when I realized I was totally 100% gay and could never marry a man no, it would have been December before last. So it's been about a year and a half of being on my own. And I have accomplished so much. I remember being so afraid. Like, how am I going to make it? I worked with him, for him. So when I left, I really left with nothing. And I hustled my way to where I'm at now. And I'm actually making this episode to let you know that I won't be posting for a while on social media. Why? Because I'll be too busy fucking on the beach. I know you're thinking, did you really just say that? Bitch, yes, I did because, like, who doesn't love to fuck on the beach? Who doesn't love to go on a vacation? Who doesn't love to go be in love? Like, I just started dating the most incredible woman and my heart is exploding and I'm so happy. And I feel like now is a great time to step back before I scale my business to the next level and go, I just need a little breaky break. So, for those of you just getting into the entrepreneur journey, you should know that this shit is not for the faint of heart. Like, I've hustled for probably some days it has been, I'll work like 4 hours. But most days, I'm talking every day of the week. There's no weekends. Like, weekend, what is that? Most days I've worked, I'd say 8 to 12 hours. Here's the thing though, you can be successful and focus all in on one thing and grow really, really fast. This is where if I could do it again, I would do a little differently. I focused on three different things and now I'm really leaning into one thing. So I first came out and started coaching and being an influencer. And I did really well with influencing and user generated content. And I was seeing 10K months. But then uh, and I was good. I was good at that, right? Because I'd done it for a while. All I needed to do is put in the hustle work. And then I started doing a little bit of service providing. So doing social media for someone who couldn't do it for themselves, didn't have the time, and they wanted a luxury service. I did that for a while and I saw my first $20,000 month with those two things combined. And then I realized I should just start an agency and do this more. And in the middle of me launching the agency, I realized that this whole time I was really enjoying coaching the women in my life who didn't know how to do social media and how to sell on social media and strategizing for the brands that I was creating content for. I realized if I combined all these talents and all this data and all this experience, it would turn me into the most magical coach. I would be so much more than just coaching and content, and so much more than coaching and business strategy, and so much more than content, business sales. Sorry, that didn't come out of my mouth right. Coaching on business sales. I could do it all. And I realized, well, wouldn't it have been amazing if I had someone to teach me how to do this all? Because for years when I was with my ex-boyfriend, I was always making less than $4,000 a month. And I just didn't know how to pitch myself. I just didn't know how to sell. I just didn't know how to show up on the internet to get it right, to really build a business. And I started hiring coaches. I started joining memberships that kept me around the right people and encouraged and plugged in every day. And over the past year, I combined all three of those businesses. Now, in the last 6 months, my coaching business has flown off the handle, completely taken off. And I'm not telling you all this to brag. I'm telling you this so you can see that you can do it too. All this to say, when you do it, decide on what you want to do and go all in. Because if I would have gone all in as an influencer specifically in one niche, I could have blown the fuck up and definitely made over $10,000 a month as that. And I could have definitely hit probably $50,000 months with my agency alone. And now I'm coaching, and that alone brings in sometimes $40,000 a month in just coaching. So I just want to encourage you that whatever you decide, whatever direction you decide to go in, whether you want to be a service provider and use social media to boost your business, or you want to be a content creator and post for yourself and create content for other brands, or you want to be a coach of some sort, the world is wide and people have money to spend. And if you are great at what you do, you can make a lot of money. Now, why am I exhausted? Because I got caught up in doing all of these things. And although my coaching business really took off, it was really challenging to slowly let go of the other things. So I've been hiring the right people. I have been just putting systems in place like crazy. I'm building out a group program. I'm so fucking excited about the group program because I know it's going to change people's lives. And if I had a group program like what I'm about to launch, oh my God, like if it took me, 5 years to figure all this out, I could probably have people in the same place, like positioned for success in 6 months to a year after being in the program. I have no doubt. I just want people to get there faster than I did because I spun my wheels for so fucking long. Anyway, if you want to know the details on that, it's going to be absolutely transformative, and you can get more information by signing up for my email list, so you'll be the first to know. But I'm coming on here to say that for about 9 days, I am truly signing off, which I haven't been able to do in a very long time. Because when I left the ex-partner, I started putting in some major work, and I never really took a long break. So I'm excited for that. I'm so excited. So I'm going to be metaphorically hanging up the out of the office sign right now. And I'm going to be doing something that I would never recommend my clients to do. Are you ready to hear that? I'm going to stop posting for a little while. And the truth is, I don't need to post because I don't have the capacity to take on any more one-on-one clients at this time. I am booked out far in advance. I have a lot of business. I have too many people on the waiting list, which is a wonderful champagne problem to have. But I definitely need to fully reset because I have been fully on for 10 to 12 hours a day, building a huge business, not having a work-life balance. And look, it paid off. It paid off. But it's time for me to take a break. And I want you to know that it is safe to take breaks when your body and your brain need it. Although as a coach, I would tell you, draft out your content in advance. Look, I've got plenty of content drafted out in advance. I do not want to not engage with my audience or take the inquiries as they come in. I don't want to pay a team member to take the inquiries while people are coming in, because when I post, people get curious about working with me, and I don't want to be having to work while I'm on my trip and talk about my programs and pitch my programs that I have no capacity for right now. So if you want to work with me closer, the best thing that you can do is sign up for my email list, where you're going to get absolutely 100% free tools delivered to you. I have one new freebie that is about to come out that is going to blow your fucking mind. And in 1 hour, with this document that I'm about to give you for 100% free, you'll be able to have your Instagram set up for success or your TikTok set up for success. I'm so excited about what I'm giving away for free in my email list. So if you are listening, you're like, but I wanted to work with you. Okay, but first, go grab my free content, sign up for the email list. Now, keep in mind, I'm in a transitional stage right now, and I'm transitioning my email platforms, and I'm going on a fucking vacation. So if you sign up for the email list, you might not get an email for you might get it instantly. You might get it for 2 weeks. I don't know where my team's at in the process of transitioning the email. So just be patient. I will send you the resources. You will be on the list. But if they're transitioning my email list while you in the middle of signing up your email, which might come later, do not panic. If you don't have an email for me within 2 weeks, then you can message my team at support@sophiaspolino.com, and we'll be happy to manually make sure you're on the list. But give it 2 weeks, please, because for the next 2 weeks, we're going to be in transition. So wait, 2 more weeks. Okay. So yeah, I'm not going to be posting at least for a week, maybe more. I'm going to be sharing my stories though, because that's so fun for me. And I'm so falling in love right now. So I'm going to be so excited to be sharing that journey. I cannot believe how special this trip is. She planned the entire thing. I fell in love, like, what? I met her like 2 months ago, and this has been a wild, wild ride. We have both fallen head over heels for each other. It's the lesbian way, moving super fast. And I feel like the luckiest girl in the world because I live in an area where there's not a lot of lesbians. And her and I both were talking to girls outside of the state to try to, find someone that we would find worthy of like dating long term. I had been in a long in the closet situation. Like, I'm so freaking glad to just be in this place where love is reciprocated and where I feel in my nervous system safe to like show the love in my eyes and like give my heart and even invest my time and money on a person, because it does get exhausting time after time to not only get your heart broken but feel like you just made a bad investment. I mean, I'm a businesswoman at heart. Like, it comes down to making some bad fucking investments, and like, this just feels good, and she's doing nice things for me. She's just sweet. Sweet. I always tell her I want to kiss her teeth. Like, she has the prettiest smile in the world. The prettiest. I can't wait. I cannot wait till the day that I get to share her on social media. But until then, she will be my beautiful secret. And I'm just happy to go spend time with her. And I think the most exciting part for me in all of this is throughout all of the relationships I was in that didn't feel good for me, there was always a timer in the back of my head, like, this isn't going to last forever. Or I can only spend this much time with you because you're too busy to spend time with me, because this isn't like I'm not your priority in life. There was always like a timer. And even in our relationship, it's like I can't just fully melt because I work with my clients during the week, but on the weekends, I am building the systems of my business so I can have a multi-million-dollar business running. And so I can teach you guys how to do it. So on the weekends, I'm working on my business systems with my coach in Australia. I'm fucking tired, and I'm always on timers and schedules, and I cannot wait to just be with her in our little tiki hut in the middle of the ocean and look at her in the morning and be like, we don't have to get up. There is no alarm clock. We can just lay here and eat the most delicious foods and eat each other. Okay, it's going to be a great day. So while I'm off work, this is what I'm going to be working on. I'm going to be daydreaming. I'm going to be looking at my fucking gorgeous girlfriend on a beach with a drink in my hand. I'm going to be at the only thing I'm going to do for work is be filming B-roll and taking pictures for my content bank. If you don't know what B-roll is just footage that you can overlay text over or use, but you're not talking in it. So I'll be getting some of that, but like only as it feels natural for me. I'm going to be completely resetting my nervous system and enjoying delicious, healthy foods. I'm going to be having loads of sex, and I'm going to be playing mermaids in the ocean. Speaking of, who can't wait to see the new Little Mermaid, the new live action Little Mermaid? I'm so excited. Um, that's what I'm planning to do. So I've got my schedule full of fun, 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 fun. And I just want to encourage you to take a break when you need to take a break, but also don't do as I do. If you haven't built the business of your dreams where you're booked out, then make sure if you're going to go on a vacation, you've got content prepped out. I don't want you to lose the momentum in your business. Right now, the momentum has taken me over. So I hope you enjoyed this really vulnerable episode. And again, it's not to brag. It is to tell you that if I can achieve these things in a year and a half, baby, you can do it too. You can do it too. So please keep your momentum up, but rest when you need to rest. And, I'm going to throw something gay in. Love who you want to love. Have an amazing week, because I know I am.
I'm Sophia Spallino, the host of Social Equity. Thanks for listening to the podcast and sharing it with your friends. If you got value from this episode, be sure to subscribe and listen to more episodes about mastering your entrepreneur mindset, making more money with your personal brand, manifesting your dream social media audience, and living a life doing what you love, like truly love every day. And if you love the show but don't know who I am or why you could take my advice to heart and implement my strategies and tips, allow me to introduce myself. I am a social media coach and agency founder. I have spent over 8 years in the social media space and amassed over 333,000 followers across platforms like TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, as well as hosting a top charting podcast. I am not gatekeeping the goods. I want to share my tips to help you build social equity. What's social equity? It's a little term I coined. Let's break it down. Social, in this case, short for social media. Equity, the value of an engaged online community, an asset you are building for yourself. I love helping women build social equity and watching you unapologetically take up space online and leverage your personal brand to directly earn revenue or support another revenue stream. Yes, you can strategically attract people who love to follow you on social media, believe what you say, and love to buy from you. If you're ready to stop hitting walls, take inspired action, and manifest social media success, there are 2 ways to work with me. You can hire me as your personal coach or work with me and my agency. If you want to learn how to make strategic, beautiful content and grow your brand, you can do it. I can teach you. Join my one-on-one, on-demand coaching support program to get access to me and social media lessons in real time. When you're inspired, at your own pace, I am a text away. Plus, you'll get weekly Zoom lessons. Whether you're a novice at creating or need strategic support overcoming a plateau, I can help you level up your mindset and personal brand. Apply for VIP access in the show notes. You can also book a single session if you started your personal or business social media journey and just feel stuck. Now, if you don't have time to make strategic, beautiful content, but you know you need to have a pristine social media presence, me and my team of social media stylists at Legacy the Agency can do it for you with excellence. As a perfectionist, I've had trouble letting go of doing everything myself, and I can promise you, you will scale faster and achieve so much more if you hire the right people. We are the right people, and we do things with excellence. Learn how Legacy the Agency works by going to legacytheagency.com or by visiting the link in the show notes. When you do that, you can book a clarity call on legacytheagency.com, and that will include a social media audit of what you currently have going on. Be sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Sophia Spallino. And lastly, if you feel yourself come alive and get excited to take radical responsibility for building your social equity, share this show with a friend and leave a 5-star rating and kind review wherever you listen to podcasts. Because with a positive mindset and a personal brand, I believe all things are possible. So get up and go get what you want.